study before people start calling my phone, and it don't matter. My cousin called. My cousin called me at 3:50. I said, "Oh, I guess I'm back really working now. People don't even care what time they call my phone. They just call it anytime they want to, whenever they feel like it." I have a handbook that teaches you how you never have to pay bills again. Oh, okay, thank you. I've been seeing some stuff about that. Thank you so much. So, y'all, I'm gonna try to wait till everybody get in here. I know it's gonna take a few minutes. Good morning. Let me not even start, but this about to be good. So if you're able to take notes, get your stuff. If you're not, and you're at work, or you're driving home, or your work is driving, it's okay. Just listen. And then when you get time to go back and take notes, whenever your downtime is, then you're more than welcome. Yeah. So, yeah, it's about to be good. I'm excited. I've been up, and this is why I like getting up early. I like being up between 2 and 5. That's my favorite time to get up. When I get up at 7, 8, 9, 10, I feel like my whole day is wasted. I don't like that. That's just me. You were studying Gilgamesh? Okay. Good morning to Kwana and Auntie. And everybody else that I didn't see. So, Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Y'all know who Jeremiah is? I got a cousin named Jeremiah. Actually. Good morning, everybody. If y'all ready. Jeremiah 23. What's going dead? It's my no, please don't do that. I don't know why everybody. I don't know. Please don't request to go live with me. I love y'all, but I don't be wanting all of that. I'll be right back. I know that might be me. Oh, it's already in here. I don't. For my newbies, I don't go live with people. Hate to say it, this is a one woman show. If you're looking for more than that, like about, I don't have anything for you. You probably won't want to come in. Because I don't got nothing else. This is all I got. I can't, that ain't going to be able to do all them people talking and making noise and kids. I can't. It drives me crazy. And yet I go to Randall's page for about 2 minutes every other day. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a guilty pleasure just to look at this man. I don't know what he be talking about. I went on there one day, he had the cowboy hat on, then he had this little sombrero thing, and then he had the bowler hat guy hat on the other day, and I just don't be. One day he was on there dancing, and he had got up and was moving and grooving. I said, "Well, what is going on here, Mr. Redville?" I be wanting to say something so bad, y'all, but I just watch from the background. That man is funny. He be smacking all loud. Take my have lunch with me. No, not with you eating like that. Why do you gotta smack that loud? I know this whole ASMR or whatever is a thing. Yeah, Jeremiah 23, please. But please don't do it. It be I can't. Oh, I can't do it. And I go over here every other day and check on him, make sure he all right. And they be going in on it. He said, I'm getting ready to get rid of you. You're gonna get blocked. When I say it be hilarious, my Lord Jesus, you made some special people on this planet. He did. He made some. I tell my friend all the time, we've been friends for so long because she's very special and I love it. Because she be so serious, y'all. And I just be like, yeah, I laugh a lot. She said, you only like me because you can laugh at me. No, I laugh with you because you agree that you're special. 23. So, good morning, everybody. I keep people around that keep me happy. If you a miserable person or you like to keep me angry, I can't be around you. Y'all were, yeah. Hmm. Thank you, Auntie. Ro, if you in here, I got a chance to use my step stool this morning, rearranging the shelf, and I feel a lot safer. Auntie, I got my other phone plugged up with my chargers. Thank you. I said, well, y'all send me some amazing stuff. I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, I'm grateful. I just want to say that. Yeah, Jeremiah 23. Yep. Jeremiah 23. So I was having a conversation with God this morning, okay? And it was crazy because I was kind of telling him, like, God, I don't really have a lot of friends because you make me tell people stuff and they don't like it. They don't like a lot of the people that I have around me, they say crazy stuff to me. Like, you don't think about what you say, or you're an a hole. Or my other girlfriend, the other day, she told me I was a C, it end with a T, and it sound like hunt. And I said, what? Well, I could be that probably. I probably could be that at times in my life because this mouth is real sharp. Yes. Hmm. It's okay. Some people get to, when I'm talking to my friends, it's a different conversation. Do you understand? No. She wasn't meaning it in a way. No, no, listen. You have, no, you have to know my friend. We talk to each other, not calling each other those names, but she wasn't calling me that. She was like, sometimes you are just, you get under people's skin. You're an a hole. She was like, whatever, right? I didn't get angry. No. Listen, I didn't get angry because she wasn't calling me that. She was saying sometimes your characteristics are nasty, like not nasty, sexually nasty, but the nasty nice I told y'all about. And she said that's why people be wanting to Donkey Kong you and chop you in your throat. That's why you be having a fight, cause you be on some cutting people to their soul like type stuff, and it's the truth, right? But then this morning, I was on my toilet and I was crying and upset, and I'm like, God, but you always make me say stuff that like it don't hurt people feelings, but it make them think. Like my friend said, my other friend yesterday, she was like, the stuff you say make people think. Whether you just talking to them or what you say to people, it makes them think. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, a lot of people don't want to think. She was like, it don't matter. A regular conversation with you, it makes people think, and people don't want to think. But then they go and they have a regular conversation with normal people, not normal people, but you know what I'm saying? Someone that's not you. And they kind of start to see how the conversations around them, they really don't have no weight or no value. You know what I mean? So then they want to come back, but then they really don't like what you say. It's this whole, like, remember I told y'all the whole love hate relationship thing, and I get tired of it. I be tired of it. Some people don't want to think. Some people like to live in their own cloud of what they want to believe, and they don't want anything outside of that. A lot more people than you know live like that. I promise you. More people than you know want to live in their own reality. This is why reality TV is so popular, because I can only live the life I want to live, and I can portray. You see what I'm saying? And then this is why people be depressed, because you're trying to be too many people or not yourself. And I'm gonna be circa nappy edges and all, missing teeth in the nine. Do you understand? Don't matter, because I'm happy within myself, and it took me a very long time to get there. Now, I'm saying this to say this about, y'all remember when I told y'all when I talk crazy, God hits my, he get the snatching stuff out of here. Who's been here for that? And I say, no, don't make me talk crazy because I don't. I did all my teeth. And the pain, whatever you use to sin against God, that's what he punished. So he know this mouth is pretty powerful. And so then if I say stuff I'm not supposed to say, then he know I don't, it's not that I hate the dentist, but I'm not good with pain in my mouth. And so then that's where my pain be. And I don't want that's what he do. Okay. So this is why I be like, please leave me alone because please stop it. Because you're gonna get me in trouble. And then I'm gonna have to be on somebody's table thing, and I don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm crying about this morning, and I'm crying about some other stuff about my whole walk and just how it works. And I opened up this book here. He told me go get the purple book. I had just wrote about how life is vain. You can have a lot of stuff, but if you don't have nobody to share it with, if there are, you know what I'm saying, you can have everything and still be longing for something. But it's not that you're inconsiderate of what you have or not appreciative of what you're not inconsiderate, but it's not that you're not appreciative of what you have. It's just like goodness, I have all these things, but who am I going to talk to about it? Who's going to listen, or who can I share this with? So there's that. So that's why I don't be buying into that whole I got everything because you steady switching partners. You didn't have 15 partners in the last 2 years. You ain't that happy. If you got to go through that many people because you don't know how to be by yourself and just chill, you can try to sell whatever story you want to, but that means you're not okay being by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And everybody do what they do. We all have our time, but I'm not. I don't like Mr. Right Now. And I hope young men you don't like Mrs. Right Now. Because Mr. and Mrs. Right Now will ruin your life for a long time. Be wise in your picking. For real. And yes, you do have to have life experiences. So God wants you to see character. And in order to learn about character, you have to deal with different people. That's a fact of life. You won't learn character if you don't deal with nobody. But once you know how people's character is, you better pay attention. Once you see something, y'all call them red flags or whatever, but that is God's warning system letting you know, hey, like this is why I journal about people. I don't care, like I said, friends, family, whatever, it don't matter. I journal about everybody because I'm not about to be crazy and you're not going to call me crazy. I'm going to know what's going on around here. And I'm going to make sure that I'm making informed decisions when I make decisions and not just saying things that I always got to come and apologize for in a way that, like I'll say, it's happening in my life right now. So I talked good and crazy to somebody 2 days ago, but God been beating up on my head because even though what I said was the truth, it was the way that I said it that was not right. And I knew it, and my intentions was to cut, and I believe it did. And then God didn't let me sleep for like 2 real days. I slept, but it was like kind of, I don't care if they did do something to you. You don't get to leave it like that. I was like, oh, I gotta go back after I said, oh, I'm gonna wait. Petty. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna wait. Cause oh, y'all, when I tell y'all I was so mad, I was like, I don't want to do that in my heart, and I knew that the feeling that I was feeling was not gonna leave until I went back and did. After I cut into, when I tell y'all my pride, I said, God, I don't want to have none. So you know the little voicemail thing, how you can just talk and you ain't gotta ring the phone or nothing. I just said, hey, I'm sorry for the way that I talked to you, but I'm not sorry for what I said because I really meant what I said. It was, but I didn't have to talk to you the way that I did. I don't like with my friends or nothing, nobody. If we have a disagreement or something, I don't like ending stuff on no nasty feeling because I don't want to carry that with me. So if I see you out, I ain't got no beef with you. Hey, You see what I'm saying? So I had to let them know, look, I could have talked to you better than I did. I still mean what I say. I ain't taking none of them words back. But the way that I conveyed it to you, or I gave it to, I didn't have to do it like that. But I was trying to be nice before and just text things, because when I feel myself getting disrespectful, I don't want to talk to you on the phone. Because if y'all can't tell, y'all know when I get irritated, and I done been nice. I'm gonna be nice for a long, long time. I'm not just always jump on the. I don't, and then I don't care about apologizing, because I'm not walking around with all that in my stomach. I'll be the bigger person and really say what I feel and say, hey, listen, I love you, I like you, a friend, family, whatever. I don't care. I'm sorry, because that was wrong. I kind of popped off a little bit, but please don't think I'm apologizing for what I said. I did mean that. I mean all of it, every bit of it. So if you heard the words, I'm sorry you had to hear them in the way that you had to hear them, but you need to know that I mean everything I said, because I think about my words before I say them. Now I might not think about the way that I say it. No, that's a lie. Yes, I do. Ha! And I'm about to tell y'all why I'm telling y'all this story, because this is the conversation that I was having with the Lord on this morning, on this good day, on this day where the sun is going to rise. And I didn't know if he heard me. And then it's something in my spirit, him said, get up and go get the purple book, y'all. Now, the last thing that I was getting ready to write in my journal was, you can have all these things and it's still vanity. But then I didn't know if I felt that really. Because I do feel it, but I don't. I feel like if you don't have people to share in your life, you can have a lot of stuff and it don't mean nothing. That's what I was, but I didn't write it because I was like, I don't know if I feel those words yet. So, no, because I'm teaching a class. Okay, you'll have to know good morning and thank you for being whatever. But if I'm in the middle, that stuff you email me. And if you know about the book, then you should be able to go back to YouTube and find it, because we record on YouTube. So if you are looking, if you know what day you saw it or around the day, you can go and you can find that video and it'll probably be right up there. But I'm in the middle of class and then too, like, no. Okay. So with that, I want to tell y'all. So I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm having this conversation with the Lord in my mind, okay, about how I conducted myself, because he gets on me real big and real fast and real hard. He don't play. Stop it. Don't carry this on. Don't do much. And I just was like, not not upset, but like, God, why do everybody else get to say and do whatever they want to say and do to me, really, and then I don't get to say nothing back? Like, I be wanting to punch people in their throat for real, or really let you have it, and he won't let me do it, or he'll let me do it a little bit, but I still gotta call back and apologize, even though they don't never apologize. But I do it. I do it, and in the right spirit too. But you know what I'm saying? Because you got to be a person of your word. You have to be. And if you offend somebody and you feel like you don't have to, whatever, and God is beating up on you about it, He can't get whatever vengeance you want or whatever you feel like that. The person won't see their lesson until you go back and get it right. And so if you're holding on to a person, you didn't offended them, and you gonna keep getting mad because their life is gonna go on because you didn't go back and get it right. You won't never see nothing. And see, that's why people are like, yeah, she called and apologized to me. It's about to be a whopping on your head, what you don't know. It don't have nothing to do with me. But if I get right, what need to happen for you to learn a lesson that you don't hurt nobody or do that to nobody or try to get over, it's coming right after. So I understand. I'm gonna get right so that I don't get left. God, here we go. Excuse me. Yes, I said I don't ever want to talk to you again. Please don't ever call my phone. But let me tell you something. Now we don't never gotta talk. But I'm sorry for the way. I don't care because I'm not staying here. Do y'all see how this bad baby is rocking and rolling? And you want to hold on to some stuff? Nope, I forgive you. I don't got to deal with you, but nope, I forgive you. I'm not holding on to nothing, and I'm going back to get my stuff right. My dad is almost here. I don't have time. I don't care how much craziness I talk to you. I'm about to come back and apologize, and then we don't got to talk no more. Whatever it is that, like I said, my mama, it don't matter. But I'm going to get it right because I'm human, but I'm going to get that right. Now, you can't never say that I didn't call and say, hey, I'm sorry for the way that I talked to you, but I did mean the words that I said. I shouldn't have said it like that. It's a better way to do it, and I'm learning still. But no, because God beat up on my head. That's why I be mad, y'all. But anyway, so I was in our purple book, and I had that whole conversation. And y'all, let me tell you how he beat up on my head. Y'all want to see how instantaneous it is? Look what he said. I said, seriously? This is what I was feeling, and I'm gonna go back and read it to y'all in the way that he delivered it to me. So I flipped open the book, and it flipped open to this, and then I didn't read it like from here. I'm gonna show y'all how he gave it to me. I told y'all the last thing that I was talking about is this, me saying stuff and getting in trouble, but people can do and say whatever they want, but whatever. That's how I was feeling. So look at this, y'all. Tell me he didn't bust me in my head, bust my whole head open this morning. I was like, just start crying some more. He said, then I said, I have labored in vain and have spent my strength for naught. And in vain, yet surely my judgment is with the Lord and my work with God. Despite this high calling, the servant replies to God with discouragement. The work has not been easy. He has faced much resistance, and he feels as though it has all been in vain and useless. Y'all just broke down crying. That was the ugly point. Because remember the last thing I told y'all, I was getting ready to write in my journal. And then I didn't write it. And then I opened up to this page. And the last part of the first little section here is talking about feeling like it's pointless. Like, for what? It don't even really matter. You do all this and it don't really matter. Boom. Right here. Right? So then it says, the servant will not minister in power, but in weakness and suffering, which will be especially clear in later servant songs. But the servant expresses not only discouragement, but also confidence in God. He leaves the outcome of his work to God's judgment and in God's hands. Jesus faced exhaustion in his ministry at times and was discouraged even when with his own disciples in their inability to understand his teachings and have faith in him. Still, he strove to do the Father's will, and in the last commended his spirit to the Father. Many will find it easy to identify with these feelings of the servant here, especially those who have been neglected and forgotten. Many may work faithfully unto the Lord, but see little of the fruit or results in their labors. Many remain unrecognized and unappreciated. Nevertheless, the follower of Christ must place their ultimate confidence in God, knowing that he alone remains the judge of our work on earth. We must then seek to use our time and efforts to bring glory to Christ and advance his kingdom, and trust that we will one day be rewarded despite the hardships involved now. I was just crying and highlighting, y'all, because I literally was just talking to him about this in my mind, in my bathroom. Wait, and then I said, but they get to say whatever they want to me, and I don't get to. He said, go back a little bit, y'all. So I go backwards to right here, because this what I read is right here. This is the first thing I seen. He said, go right here now, read. Now watch this. Now watch this. Y'all just yesterday heard me say what I did, or Friday or whatever day I said I lit into someone. I did it. I went back to my old circle and I lit into them, and that was it. And that's the person I be trying to, whatever. Y'all heard me. Y'all know. Then this morning, I told you I ain't been able to sleep. I slept, but I could tell my spirit was restless because I was wrong for the way I delivered what I said. I know it. I knew it. I knew it when I did it. My intentions was not right. I was in emotion. And you're not gonna keep playing in my face. I don't care who it is, don't insult my intelligence. Look, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. If you don't think whatever it is, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, why do you keep messing with me? Don't call me. People call me like they want to argue with me, like on here. The pissing contest. I get them offline too. And people want to call and get under my skin for what? I don't call you, I don't bother you, I don't leave me alone. I don't call you and ask you, do you want to talk to me or nothing? I don't. So you want to call and get in the pissing contest with me for what? I'm not here for it. I'm telling you, I'm not. I don't have time. So the same stuff I go through on here that y'all see me going through on here, when I'm not on here, I go through the exact same things. I promise y'all I do. I do. And that's why I be over it. Okay? I'll be like, listen, if you don't want to know, I don't care. Because I'm not, you're not challenging me. I'm not in competition with nobody. You see what I'm saying? I'm just here to do what I'm supposed to do, and that's it. That's all. Okay? That's it. In every situation. I love y'all too. So look at this. Y'all, back to my dad busting my head this morning. So I'm talking about they can say whatever they want to me and Look what he said. You know how people are, okay, who's been on here and people say, who are you to speak to the people and who ordained you? And I said the same person that ordained like Moses now. Who's heard me say that? Y'all heard me say that before? Yeah. Y'all heard me? Okay. Oh, man. When I tell you my daddy, he be pushing me forward. Like, come on, I got you. Let's go. I'm about to show you what he did for me this morning. I just want y'all to see it. And he had made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me. The speaker now describes how God has used him based on his special calling. He is compared to a sharp sword and a polished arrow shaft, which means penetrating either way. Images that likely mean that he will be used as an agent of God's judgment. I'm going to read that part again. And then I'm going to talk to y'all, and then I'm going to read the rest of it. Right, nephew. Hold on. Ooh. The speaker now describes how God has used him based on his special calling. He is compared to a sharp sword and a polished arrow shaft, images that likely mean that he will be used as an agent of God's judgment. But he will accomplish this task not through actions, but through his mouth, through his words. He is described here as a prophet, since the prophets served as God's spokesman, declaring God's judgment. See, here it is, Jeremiah 23:29. The speaker also emphasizes that God hid him. God has protected him and kept him so that he will be available for God to use at the right time. Who remembers me telling y'all that right before I went viral last year, this time, God kept saying, for such a time as this, for like 3 months, he had been saying it. I did not know what it meant. I'm like, you just keep saying it over and over and over and over and over and over. How many times have y'all heard me say that I have had to fight, not for the things that I did, but for what I said? People be trying to dye my eyes, been hitting them out, got to fight, get out the house. Like, what is wrong? I just said, what is wrong with you? All I said was, and now, but I told y'all, people said the stuff that you say, I don't forget it, which means it's piercing, it penetrates, it cuts. And this is why when I use my words to cut people, I have to get teeth pulled out of my mouth because you're going to feel the same cut you give out. And seeing is how you use your mouth to cut folks. Because a person can put a bruise on you and you'll forget it. But if a person say something to you that cuts you to your soul, you'll never forget. And it can change and shape your whole future in a way that could be good or bad. So, now do y'all see what I say? Very careful of the words that I speak. It's a lot of pastors and stuff that get on here, ministers, and they just say whatever because they don't realize they held accountable for their words and how they affect people's lives. Y'all hear me say that, right? That's why I don't, and I'll be like, I don't know. Do you not gonna get me to say something I don't know? I said I don't know. And even if I would, you can't make me say nothing. Because I'm accountable for every word that I speak that y'all hear. I'm gonna be held accountable for it. And if it leads you into the wrong direction, it's my fault. And I'm gonna be held accountable. So that's why I be saying, don't be so quick to just give answers and whatever. Hold up, wait a minute, I don't know. I can't answer you just right away. Because you're responsible. Like if somebody say, yeah, I remember that saying, kill yourself. And then people really did that. Do you know that the people that said that to a person and they really did that stuff, or they say go throw yourself in traffic or whatever it is, whatever they said, and they really went and did that, the person that said that to them is held accountable. It don't matter if it happened years later. God is going to hold you accountable for that. So be mindful of your words. Circle. I said, oh, it's like a sharp sword or a penetrating arrow. Yeah, that makes sense. Because if you cut somebody, they coming for you, ain't they? If I shoot an arrow at you and you could get up and get to me, you about to try. If I say something that penetrates, you gonna come for me. Because I done cut you. But let me show you this. Then I said, well, why you had me talk? Remember I told y'all I had quit talking to people for a long time? I wouldn't tell people my dreams. I wouldn't tell people, but then people started to pass away. And I met my godmother, and she said, oh, if God tell you to go to a person and tell them about their life or something they supposed to quit doing and you don't, and they die in their sin, baby, God has set you as a watchman, it will be, their blood going to be, well, hold on, wait, what? She said, you didn't know you was a prophet, huh? I said, no, that's not my calling. She said, no, baby, come here. Let me show you. So she took me to all these scriptures. She said, you remember you told me about this story? You remember you told me about that story? You remember, you remember, you remember, you remember, you remember, you remember, you remember. Yeah, I remember. She said, baby, you still don't get it, do you? She said, you're not a curse. God uses you as his mouthpiece, and the things that you say will come true. So you have to be very careful of what you let come out of your mouth because God is holding you accountable. And then I said, well, I'm just not going to talk. She said, no, baby, it don't work like that either. Come here, let me show you these scriptures where God told the prophet or whoever to go say it, and they didn't. And then the prophet got in trouble, eaten by lions and stuff. I said, oh, no, wait a minute, hold on. So, wait, well, this lion ain't nothing but about this big then. Because if I don't say it to him, I could be eaten by a lion or beheaded. And if I do say it to him, but I say, wait, no, wait a minute, what part of this is for me? What's the profit in being a prophet? Help me understand. What is the benefit? I mean, okay, yeah, I know stuff gonna happen, but most of the time when I go talk to people because it ain't happened yet, they either gonna call me crazy, be trying to put hands on me. Now I'm gonna have to. Are we? I'm gonna pull out my sword on them and be ready to go to battle, combat what you just said. Come on. Hold up, nigga. Back up. These are the words of the Lord. They are not mine. Just like, you too. Get your... Hold up. I'm watching you too. I got you on my back. He told me he was going to... Look. I just came here to tell you, don't move. Stop it. I'm going to walk out of here one way or another. I'm telling you. I'm going to get out of here. Limping, I swole, but I'm leaving here in one piece. So I suggest you niggas move back and let me say what I got to say. This is how I be feeling in my life. This is why I got to know where all the exits is. Watch the folks that might be crazy because I don't know what God going to have me say. And it's always some giants and it seem like some angels in disguise in here, and they don't be the good ones. I'm about to show y'all something for real. This is about to be crazy, but it's about to be real good, I promise you. Look at this. He did something for me this morning. Listen, I don't want to hurt y'all but a wheel now. Hold on. All right. He said, during Jesus' ministry on earth, teaching about the kingdom of God was the highest priority. Through his words, he called sinners to repent and rebuked religious leaders and others with prideful and hard hearts. Though his ultimate purpose was to bring salvation, he also proclaimed judgment and warned of the eternal wrath of God upon those who do not turn to Christ. This is a warning that all must hear in every place. In every time and place. Right? So then it says, and he said to me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. God now speaks to this man he is chosen from birth. The first words summarize his identity and purpose. We might call this his commission. First, he refers to him as my servant. The Hebrew word for servant is Ebed. And it appears many times throughout Isaiah 40 through 66 as the theme of this part of the book. In general, those God refers to as his servants are those he has claimed for himself and called for a special purpose in his plans. The nation of Israel is described as God's servant, but they are blind and deaf and have failed in their mission to the nations. So now God raises up an individual servant whose mission is about to be defined in verses 5 and 6. God addresses this servant as Israel. Because of this, one might be tempted to think that God is speaking to the whole nation here. But it is clear that this servant has a mission to Israel. So it cannot at the same time be the whole nation. Most Christian scholars suggest that this does indeed refer to an individual, but God calls him Israel because he is now going to take on the role God has given to the nation. And he will succeed where they failed. The nation is no longer worthy of the name of God, worthy of the name God had given to it. So this one servant will now represent the nation and carry out his task. Now, tell me, this is what I read today. 470, y'all. 478. Ain't that crazy? This is what I was up reading this morning. Because I told y'all I talked to him and he speaks instantly. But he be speaking in here. Good day. He's speaking here. He's speaking your word. Pray, ask God some questions and open your Bible and see if that story ain't relevant to whatever it is that you just talked to him about in your mind. Y'all asked me, how do I know he speak? First place, he said, my word is me and I am my word. 2021 to 2022. It's on my book list in my bio. You're welcome. Okay. Now we're at Jeremiah 23. Okay. So we read that. That's what he had me read. And now we're going to go read Jeremiah. I was reading Jeremiah 23 like, oh my goodness. This was real good to me. So now that y'all understand why I said, please be careful of your words, because words have power. God created everything that we see with sound. Good morning. I've been thinking about it too, and this is the pettiness of Circa at some point in time. I've been wondering about how many of the people that I was calling last year and telling them y'all need to hurry up and get some water filtration and stuff. I've been wondering how many of them is thinking back to or looking at them texts like, dang, she sent me this stuff exactly a year ago now, and look at everything that's happening with the water. Because I got buddies that I don't talk to no more, but I was sending them everything like, hey, y'all need to get this up and get this moving. Oh, there's some people that put some orders in on Circa 22. The Shopify store don't. Buy your stuff from Amazon and get it right now. I send everybody their money back. I send everybody their money back. Don't buy nothing off of there. We ain't selling nothing on there because we at war with China. I'm not doing that. Go on and get your stuff off of Amazon so you don't have to wait. So the people that went on circa22.com, not .com, but the Shopify store and bought stuff, the disaster preparedness site, I sent your money back. Don't do that. Go on Amazon and buy your stuff right now. It'll take too long for that stuff to get back from over there. That's why we basically, I thought I shut it down. They said it was disabled, and I don't know how people still able to do that. So, okay. So, it will be, all right, y'all. Okay, hey, that's good. But if you went ahead and read it, please don't give my story away. Don't do that. If you went ahead and read it, that's fine, and I'm happy. But I ask that y'all don't do that because some people have not read it, and I don't like when people tell me the movie. And it's the same thing with the scripture. So if you read ahead, keep it to yourself until I've got down through there. Thank you. Please. Okay. Moving on. So we at Jeremiah 23, and we're not gonna read all of this. We're gonna skip around. So, y'all ready? Are we ready? Yes. No. Okay. It says, it will be very bad for the shepherds of the people of Judah. They are destroying the sheep. They are making the sheep run from my pasture in all directions. This message is from the Lord. Okay, who are the shepherds? Who are the shepherds? Pastors, leaders. leaders, prophets, preachers, teachers, prophets, bishops, the whole nine. Okay. Who are the sheep? Teachers. Who are the sheep? People. Right. The parishioners, the people that attend the church and so forth, right? Okay. 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 So we gonna go back and we gonna wherever we say see shepherds, we gonna say pastors, and wherever we say sheep, we gonna say congregation. Okay? So wherever we see shepherd, we're gonna put pastor, and sheep is gonna be the congregation. Okay, or the body of Christ, whichever, however you want to do that. Okay, so it says it will be very bad for the pastors of the people of Judah or the body of Christ. They are destroying the congregation. They are making the congregation run from my pastor in all directions. This message is from the Lord. They are responsible for my people. And this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says to them. You pastors have made my congregation run away in all directions. You have forced them to go away, and you have not taken care of them. But I'll take care of you. I will punish you for the evil things you did. This message is from the Lord. I sent my congregation to other countries, or we'll say other churches, but I will gather together my congregation that are left, and I will bring them back into their pasture. When my congregation or my church body are back in their pasture, they will have many children and grow in number. I will place new pastors over my congregations. They will take care of my congregations, and my congregations will never again feel afraid. None of my congregations will be lost. This message is from the Lord. Okay? Crazy. So then, can y'all skip down to chapter verse 9? Can y'all skip down to verse 9? It says, a message to the prophets. I am very sad, and my heart is broken, and all my bones are shaken. Because of the Lord and his holy words, I am like a man who is drunk. The land of Judah is full of people who commit adultery. They are unfaithful in many ways. So God cursed the land, and it became very dry. The plants are dried and dying in the pastures. The fields have become like deserts. The prophets are evil. They use their influence and power in the wrong way. This message is from the Lord. The prophets and even the priests are evil. I have seen them doing evil things in my own temple. I will stop giving my messages to them, and they will walk in darkness. The road will be slippery for those prophets and priests, and they will fall in that darkness. I will bring disaster on them, and I will punish them. This message is from the Lord. I saw the prophets of Samaria doing wrong things. I saw them prophesying in the name of the false god Baal or Balenciaga. They led the people of Israel away from me towards money. I have even seen the prophets of Jerusalem doing sinful things. They are committing adultery and living a life of lies. They support their fellow prophets and never stop doing evil. They have become like Sodom, and they are all like Gomorrah. So this is what the Lord all-powerful says about those Jerusalem prophets. I will make them suffer. Their food will be bitter, their water like poison. I will punish them because they started a spiritual sickness that spread through the whole country. This is what the Lord all-powerful says. Don't pay attention to what those prophets are saying to you. They are trying to fool you. They talk about visions, but they did not get their visions from me. Their visions come from their own minds. Some of the people hate the real messages from the Lord, so the prophets give them a different message. They say, you will have peace. Some of the people are very stubborn. They only want to do what they want to do. So the prophets say, nothing bad will happen to you. But none of these prophets has stood in heavenly council. None of them has seen or heard the messages from the Lord. None of them has paid close attention to his message. Now, the punishment from the Lord will come like a storm. His anger will be like a tornado. It will come crashing down on the heads of those wicked people. The Lord's anger will not stop until he finishes what he plans to do. When that day is over, you will understand this clearly. I did not send those prophets, but they ran to tell their messages. I did not speak to them, but they spoke in my name. If they had stood in my heavenly council, then they would have told my messages to the people of Judah. They would have stopped people, excuse me, they would have stopped the people from doing bad things. They would have stopped them from doing evil. This message is from the Lord. I am God and I am always near. I'm not far away. Someone might try to hide from me in some hiding place, but it is easy for me to see that person, says the Lord, because I am everywhere in heaven and in earth. This message is from the Lord. There are prophets who tell lies in my name. They say, I have had a dream. I have had a dream. I heard them say those things. How long will this continue? They think up lies and think they teach them to people. They are trying to make the people of Judah forget my name by telling each other these false dreams. They are trying to make my people forget me, just as their ancestors forgot me, and worship the false god Baal or Balenciaga. Straw is not the same as wheat. In the same way, those dreams of those prophets are not messages from me. If people want to tell about their dreams, let them. But those who hear my message must speak it truthfully. This is what the Lord says. Yes, the Lord says, you must treat my message carefully, like a fire or like a hammer that can smash a rock. What y'all think? Don't it be different when you read it in the easy read version? It's different when you read it in the easy read version. It make it plain, don't it? That's why people can't just tell me anything. And I be irritated. Because God didn't told me already. I'm just going to see if you're going to sit here and lie to me. That's why I kept telling y'all, look, you don't got to like, I know people don't want to hear what I got to say. But it be coming true. Y'all been knowing me a year. No, my messages don't be pretty. And they not telling you that you about to be living in a mansion and all of this. It's not telling you none of that. As a matter of fact, the exact opposite. Scale down, get yourself together because some bad stuff is coming. Has it not? I was told last year that I was fear mongering every single thing that I said, but I said, I'm telling y'all what God is telling me. Y'all don't have to believe me, but you will see that I'm not joking. It's about to go down, y'all. and finding out that this water, this spill, and then all these explosions is putting this acid rain in the air. Everybody stuff messed up. The West Coast, the East Coast, up north, down south, everybody. God told us to get water filtration. That was the main thing we did. And then I even go to think about this. It's still a lot of college students and stuff in the places that we sent those water straws to. There's homeless people that are probably being affected now by that water that's gonna have to, they can't afford to buy bottled water. So there are families, y'all, that we already sent water straws and stuff to, and if they care of them, they ahead of the game already. Nobody thought what we was doing last year, sending out $1.6 million. I mean, 1.6 million gallons of water straws to people was important. Well, they over there giving out water straws. So this year they see how valuable they are. It ain't even been 6 months since we sent out the last ones. The last ones got delivered in December. Last year when gas masks, when nobody was thinking about them, I said, well, why they 35, 45, 55, $65? Go on and get you a couple and buy everybody one in your house. Excuse me, because we might not be able to breathe the air here shortly. Please get your gas mask and water filtration system. You got a boil water on my sale yesterday. A town near where I live had contaminated water. Mhm. People are at Costco yesterday buying water like crazy. What I tell y'all? Family, I told y'all last year. God told me to tell y'all, please don't wait until the rush happens so you don't have to be in these lines arguing with these people. Get your stuff while everybody else is kicking it, planning these vacations, going all over the world and all of this stuff and all of that. Get your stuff so you ain't got to be running out being in no lines. Buying why ain't nobody thinking about it because they don't really believe it's happening. Be ahead of the game. Be proactive, not reactive. Y'all remember? I kept saying, hey, we proactive, not reactive. We not waiting till the news tell us this and happen and go out and be trying to rush and buy nothing. We know God said it's coming, so we believe in faith and we just gonna get our stuff and put it to the side. You crazy. Everybody that called you crazy and told you that they don't need a gas mask is rethinking the conversation that you had with them. Every person that asks you why is you buying water filtration straws and water filtration systems is questioning in their mind. They going through their texts. If they deleted them, they trying to find them right now. I guarantee you, every single husband's wife's cousins, mama's daughters, they are thinking about the conversation that you all had. They thinking about it. I would get to no. You still need water filtration. No, because if they drop some chemicals that's seeping into the soil, is going into your well. You still need some type of water filtration because it's in the air. If it's in the air, if it's in the soil, don't talk to them. Okay, I don't know how long you've been here. Who? Okay, who remembers me? Probably coming about like August or September. I started telling y'all, I said, hey, stop talking to people. Quit trying to force them. If they ain't listening, just be quiet and put your stuff up. And when everybody be trying to visit, make sure you got your stuff packed away. Don't let everybody see if you got the garage. Keep the garage. Y'all remember? Quit talking. Don't talk about nothing else that you bought. Don't say nothing else. Don't bring it up. That's why I told y'all. I had just told y'all at the end of December, I said, X-nay on the telling people, don't say nothing. Because God is getting ready to start revealing stuff, and they going to start thinking about the conversations. I told y'all that. That's why I said, hey, quit arguing with people. Don't tell them what you didn't bought. And now, for the conversations. Hello? What you doing? Nothing. What was you saying about what to get? What you talking about? Remember you was trying to talk to me about a gas mask or something? You remember you was trying to talk to me. I don't remember nothing. You mean the stuff you didn't want to hear? I don't remember. I didn't remember it because you didn't want to hear it. So I don't remember. You might want to go on over to Amazon, see if they got a little packet or something. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you to buy. I don't know. What did I get, huh? You said, what did I get? Huh? Hey, I think my line clicking. Hey, yeah. Hey, I don't even know who this is. Let me call you right back. Yeah. Okay. I got nothing for you. Because I wasted my energy telling you before it happened. And now you think I'm about to stop what I'm doing. No. And I don't know what you're talking about. The same way you didn't want to hear it. I didn't sit there. Huh? What you got over there, huh? Didn't you say you, huh? Hey, wait, huh? Here I come. I don't even live with nobody. Remember I told y'all God was getting ready to separate the wheat from the tares? And all of them pastors and stuff, and people came in here talking about I was attacking the church. Now, this who a lot of people listening to right here in Jeremiah 23. These lying prophets that's getting on and telling people send me $2,023 and whatever else, and you're gonna get a new house and a husband and a car and all of that. I don't be telling y'all none of that. I said you better pay your tithes, and God is going to start changing your finances, but you better spend your money right, or He gonna keep on taking His. Yeah, I said now He will give you what you ask for. You make a thank you list because He says make a record of what you want me to do. But in that, you need to come learn to me first before you just be trying to ask me for stuff and put your hand in my pocket. Learn my name and how I move and what I do for my kids before you just be trying to stick your hand in my pocket. Hold up, I don't know. You back up. What is you doing? Hey, Dad. Who kid is it? What is you doing? Get off of me. I don't know you. Have we met? Daddy, mama. Who's kid? You know, little kids be like, Mom! You be looking around like, I'm not your mama. Excuse me, somebody lost their kid? Because this ain't my kid. Like, that's how the guy about to be like, yo, my kid. Weird. What? I didn't know that. Is this a joke? Am I on pump? Like, what in the. Huh? No. Mm-mm. I don't think that's it. No. Mm-mm. For real. So, I be trying to tell y'all how he taught me how to live and how I started to see the things that I had been asking for. Been going to church, paying all them big old tithes and all this 17,000 funds, and was always in some crazy stuff. And then I had learned what he wanted me to do, which was right in the word, not listening to these folks up here, but right what he said, and then the stuff just started showing up everywhere. So then I wasn't on that. And you couldn't make me get up and feel no fake Holy Ghost or nothing while you shouting, wanting to play the drums loud. Oh, when it's time to get the money, get everybody riled up like the concert. When Beyonce about to come out. All y'all need is smoking a disco like we feel the same thing. We at the same place. Get ready, give us your money for your t-shirts. Yeah. What? I just spent $7,000 to get in a door. Now y'all want $2,700 for a soda. $1,850 to go to the bathroom. $1,300 to park my car. And I gotta stand side to side like this. I ain't even got a good seat and can't get no real food. Ain't no ribs up here or nothing. Prime rib. Is it a lounge I can go sit in for $16,252? Or I gotta leave here and go to Waffle House. Y'all need to have unlimited food. Like it's a waiter waiting on me for $1,000 at this concert. Just right here, just like at the movie places where you can hit the button and they come and they serve you prime rib. But I shouldn't have to pay for nothing. Everything should be free once they get in there. Don't y'all agree? I ain't mad at paying $1,000, but what it come with? What are all the services that's included? I need to understand the value of what I'm getting here. Right. What's going on? Nothing. I'm fast. I need to get more for my money. I stand up and yell and scream at my TV. I ain't gotta pay $1,000 to do that. Oh, you just downloaded the ERV. Good job. You will understand the Bible so much more now. Hey, who? Matter of fact, with that, who, with that? What we just read? Tell me that ain't playing. Y'all still feel like you don't understand the Bible reading the easy read version, or do he make it plain to you, like cut you in your throat real quick? Or is that just me? Do he be cutting y'all to your throat when you read it in this easy read version? Not the these thousand days, but no, I don't like that, and I'm about to do something to him. Anybody else? Hey, listen here. If you never understood, you can't say you don't now. Yeah, that's why what you say, neck chop, throat chop, the whole nine, ain't it? Listen. Mm-hmm. Listen. That's why when I can't just go to church, because I know that the pastor that's preaching whatever he preaching don't even understand what he's saying. Because you trying to preach in the these and the thous, and most people don't even understand that. So you can speak over their head. But why you don't give it to them raw and let them cook it themselves? So they can see how it's made. Thank you so much. What's going on? I'm not trying to talk over nobody's head. I need you to understand because I don't want to have to repeat myself. That's why I don't mind breaking it down all the way down the first time because I do not want to have to repeat myself. Mm-mm. I want you to understand because then you don't have to keep coming back to me. Understand for yourself so you can decipher it, or else I ain't gonna get time. I ain't gonna have no time to do nothing for myself. You really thought I was younger than 43, at least 35? No, I'm about to be 70. I'm about to be 70. Do you hear me? I am on my way to 70. I'm a grandmother. Oh, my grandson is walking, y'all. He got that good old Frankenstein walk. My daughter said he just get up and take off now. He said, y'all ain't about to keep leaving me. Told his mama milk. Come on with that food, lady. Get the bills popping. Let's go. Them was my grandkids. They both greedy. They like food. Come on. Don't get up talking to me in the morning. Where's my snack? Stomachs be in their back in the morning. It was my grandkids. You sit alone in your apartment every day. Me too. Oh, you all right? I gotta give you a new daughter. Mama, if you don't quit giving, it's a daughter that needs your love. It's another young lady that desires what you keep trying to give to your daughter right around you. For real. I don't think so. I don't believe I have that. Yeah. It's some people that need a mother, that need an auntie. Baby, listen to me. Stop giving your love to people that don't want it. It will always make you feel down and in limbo. We just talked about that yet. That's why this person in my life was, listen, go away from me. Either you hot or you cold. Free, you my friend or you not. You my family member or you not. I'm not dealing with wishy-washy people. If you only want to deal with me when it's beneficial for you, I'm good. I'm gonna go give this to people that want it. I'm not forcing myself and begging nobody to give me what I need. If you can't give me what I need, get away from me. This is what I'm telling y'all. I love my birth mother to life. I love her to life. But there are certain things that she can't offer me right now. And it's because she won't grow to that point. So then I have to go and I have to deal with my godmother who God has allowed to mature spiritually in certain areas. I'm not just going to not get it because you don't want to give it to me. And that's why I'm not married no more. You don't want to give me what I need so I can be happy. I don't got to stay here. Why would I stay here and be miserable? Is you crazy? Job, you want me to come in and perform at 100%, but anytime I need to get out early to go get my kids, y'all can't help me. Well, we both doing 60-40. Sometimes I'm gonna come in here and work, and sometimes I ain't. But if I know I can count on y'all to have my back like y'all want me to come in here and work, then I'm on it. I'm gonna go in here and do what I need to do. It is a give and take in any situation. And this society is so built up on getting everything that they can for nothing. I ain't doing it unless I ain't and I ain't and I ain't and I ain't and I ain't. Don't nobody care. If you want to be a succubus or an incubus and prey on people and only withdraw and leave them feeling broken and lonely and messed up, well, you walk in that spirit because ain't nobody trying to be like that. Demons come and they prey on you when you weakest or the most vulnerable and try to suck the life out of you, baby. If you don't get yourself and don't leave you with nothing but horrible feelings and confusion and all of this other stuff, if you don't get away from me, and that could be money, energy. They won't give you no energy, but they don't mind sucking your energy. They want all your advice and for you to support them when they're going through or whatever it is. But when you need that same thing back, they ain't got it. I ain't got it either. None of it. Yeah, leave you with trauma and then be trying to make it like you did something to them. If you don't get your donkey away from me, I got time for that stupid stuff. Grow up. Mature. Nobody don't have to deal with your bad behavior. If you a person that come up missing and then come back and come up missing and come back, if you that type of friend, you do whatever, then you feel like somebody else is better, so you go hang out over here, then you come back. I don't deal with nothing. You stay 10 toes down with me or don't mess with me at all. Do you hear me? If you can't stay 10 toes down a consistent friend, family, nigga, I don't care. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'd rather deal with a 10 toes down than you wishy washy and then gonna try to make me feel like I'm crazy. The difference between me and a lot of people is this: I write everything down. So if I'm interacting with you on any level, it don't matter. My cousin, my mama, my husband, my kids, what our interaction is, I'm gonna write it down. One of my exes told me, "You got a mind like an elephant. You don't forget nothing." Well, it depends on the situation. It's what I want to remember. And I guarantee you this: if you made me feel some type of way, I forgive you. But I have to remember so that I don't put myself in another situation to be hurt by you. Do you see what I'm saying? If you want a book, you need to go to circletroublebooks@gmail.com and leave your address there and your name. We buy books for people that cannot afford them. The Old Testament Supergrapha. So I don't see no please there. Use manners here. Advice on living with a toxic elderly mother. Do she have to live with you? Do you have to live with her? Put your oil up. Start anointing your house every day, asking God to bring peace in there and ask for Him. Okay, so you just need to send the stuff to the email. Go to my website, circletrouble22.com, and go down to the bottom. It gives you all the instructions of how you get that. Prayer does work, don't it, nephew? God will fop on your family's head. Fop all the way down on their head. That's why I be trying to get my stuff right. Because even though I got to cuss somebody out the way that I wanted to, I ain't been able to do in a long time. Then I couldn't sleep for 2 days. It felt good though, I ain't gonna lie. It felt good to finally be able to release the way that I want to and not have to be nice. You let me tell you something. And then I had to go back and humble myself and say, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for what I said. I'm just sorry for the way that I said it. And I am. I'm sorry for the way that I said it. I could have said it better. But sometimes you be in the moment. And I think that person, it's so funny because I ain't seen the letters that I'm looking for, the name. And I said, oh, so I was right. My daddy do not leave me that don't blind about nothing. It made me excited. You been watching. I was right. Remember I kept telling you, I said, I think. And then I was quiet. And then it was exactly what I thought it was because I ain't seen the, but you know, you can hide behind the internet. So no picture, no name, just put something up there, whatever you want. But my daddy be telling me. That's why I be telling y'all, I don't got to be where y'all at to feel the spirit behind that name. Yeah, apology is better than a toothache. What you done said, Miss Vicky? An apology hurts less than that mouth being swole up, baby. You said, girl, you just said a mouthful right there. And it don't nobody know what that mean. I do. And he don't do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You said 4 words that I told you not to say, so I'm saying 2, 2. Ah! Mm-mm. He told me about my legs. And then he said, quit opening up your legs to a specific person. One time it got burned. The next time he said it, my knee still messed up to this day. I got a burn on one leg and a torn ACL and MCL and bone bruises on the other. You ain't gonna say nothing to me. You said no, I said okay. You say don't jump, I say all right. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not climbing no more trees. I'm gonna stay down out of there, boy, because that get me messed up every time. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I had to go to the restroom. So now y'all see why I said this was gonna be good. This was good. Wasn't that good? Made me understand my life that much more. I don't get to say what I want to, but I don't gotta be one of these other guys. I know the stuff that I say is not pleasant and doesn't feel good, but at least you're getting ready. I didn't lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all the truth. I've been trying to make sure that every single thing that I try to stress to y'all is what God told me. And so far, so good. I said, I'm not about to sugarcoat it for y'all. And I want you to understand what it is that you're reading. That's why I don't have to ask, do y'all understand now? Because I say, did y'all get that? Because I know y'all understand now because you all have been reading and studying in a version of the Bible that speaks plain like we do. So you don't have to question and think you know. And if you don't know, you go look up the words and look up the synonyms and antonyms of that word to make sure none of those apply to your life or find out which ones they do. So the difference maybe between now and last year is not that you ain't been reading the Bible, but now the way that you study the Bible, it can actually apply to your life and it will change exactly. It'll change the way that you live. You know what I'm saying? It'll change the way that you live. It will change the way that you think. It will change the way that you spend. It'll change the way that you treat people. It'll change the way everything. Thank you. I'm just saying. Now y'all see why people like she do too much. That's because you don't know how good God been to me. I stepped on a step stool today that I did not have to buy, that my sister Rose sent to me, and y'all seen them shells I put up in there. I'm only 5'3". But I was able to move that stuff around today when I had just said in my mind, I got to give me a two-step step stool. It was already on its way here. You know, it was already on its way here. So those things, you know what I mean? Like, I can't trade God in for a person that don't want to give me nothing. I told him that. I said, yeah, I'm not trading you in. That's why I said it's going to be hard for me to date or because God is so good to me. And I'm not, don't get me wrong. Yes, you want a physical person. But when you got somebody before you can ask, you don't gotta beg them for nothing. You don't have to go through none of that. And he come by, he comforts you, he answer you, he makes you know that you are important in his life. You got friends and they never include you. And you don't have to worry about that with God. He always gonna come and comfort you and make sure you feel important, make sure you feel heard, make sure you feel loved. Like and people are like, oh, that's not real. Well, honey, get you some. Cause this is why it's easy for me not to have fake friends. This is why it's easy for me not to deal with fake family. This is why it's easy. It's a song called Too Much by this chick called Kayla or Shakayla or something. I don't know her name. Let me tell you. We got church people on here, but I've been listening to it. And it has a lot to do with not just a man, but people in general and how they move is the main reason I'm listening. Because songs don't only have to mean what it's saying to me. As far as like I said, I can listen to certain songs and think about how God loves me, even though it's a love song between a man and a woman. I think about the amazing things that he does to make me feel comforted and all of that. So sometimes when I'm listening to love music, it does not have anything to do with a person. It has to do with the feeling of feeling loved and feeling honored and feeling important and feeling all of that. And God makes me feel that. He shows me every day that my thoughts are important to him, my views are important to him, how I feel, questions I won't answer. He ain't holding out no answers. He answering all the questions I want. He doesn't hide information from me. He gonna tell me as much information as I want to know. So dealing with people for me can be difficult at times because people always want to play mind games or be crazy and just tell it what like it is. If you don't mess with me like that, you don't mess with me like that. If I'm only your friend that we go out when you want a cute friend, then do that. If I'm the only friend that you can call and tell your real life to, but then you get on here and you fake with your friends, I just need to know what we doing around here. If I'm the home girl you come talk to, that when your little chick make you mad or whatever it is, and you know I ain't going, but you come over here and spill your guts out on the couch. You ain't gotta fake for me. You ain't gotta do nothing. What's up? I'm cool either way. But what you're not gonna do is play with me. Don't play in my face. I don't care who it is. Kids, family, it don't matter. Don't play in my face. Don't insult my intelligence and don't try to make me think I don't know what the hell is going on around here. Exactly. Keep it a buck. Because I'm gonna let you know, and that's why I be having a fight. Because I ain't about to sugarcoat for you. Look, this is what it is. Why is we lying? Why is you faking? You ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. Ain't nobody got time for that. Don't want to do it. Uh, it's her name is Lakia. Y'all know that song too much. We got church people on here right now. Is it some 66ers on here? You might want to leave. Well, I can't even play it because we on YouTube. Never mind. But y'all know the song. Well, when we get off YouTube, I'll play it because YouTube. Be on that funny stuff. Well, look up the song Too Much by Lakia. Yeah, look up the song Too Much by Lakia. And you can apply that to just relationships, not men and women, but just friends, whoever. That song apply to, see, I don't, like I said, it don't, she talking about a dude, but when I hear a song, I'm thinking about the relationships in my life, period. It don't gotta be, excuse me, the only thing they're referencing in a song. I'm thinking about everybody around me. This can apply to multiple people. So I'll probably get back on later on. We ain't gonna stay on long. We've been on an hour and 30. So that's a good little morning. Plus, y'all can go back through and dissect what we read in Jeremiah because it's very good. Gonna make you just type in Too Much. Song Too Much and then LAK. And it's probably, yeah, there you go. Right there. Thank you. So I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. And now I hope y'all understand sometimes why Circuit gotta say this stuff. He gotta say. And that's why I be having a fight. You hear my stomach growling? When I say them as my grandkids, because I wake up with my stomach in my back. I wake up with my stomach in my back. Wake up hungry. Go to bed hungry. Dang, I'm all ready. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good evening. Well, I might get back on later. I don't know. Y'all know I just been kind of winging it. I ain't forcing myself to do a whole bunch this year. We gonna chill. Our month is almost over, so we gonna be having a Zoom soon, so I can find out what y'all been watching on these movies, what notes y'all took, where the research took you, what you learned, what was real, what was not real. I don't know that number. Okay, I love y'all. I don't know that number. Talk to y'all later. Jeremiah 23.